I grew up in Manali, in a small village, and I just feel that my story is a bit overrated, because honestly, it's not that I didn't want easier life. It's not that I don't want sugar daddies, or I want to do like item numbers, but I'm not fit for that. Honestly, I carry this huge, what people call me, I think Rajiv gave me a name, huge ego or something, which I personally think is self-respect, but but I think I'm not fit for all of that. So it's just, that's how I am. And if you think from others' perspective, I am an unusual person. If it's not that I made a plan that okay, I have to go about creating an unusual story, and it has to be the greatest one. No, I don't think I'm extraordinary in any aspect. I come from a village, a very small town, and I came to Mumbai thinking that okay, I should try my luck, like everyone else is. And I did try my luck in one of those atrocious films, thinking that maybe people would be interesting, in if I do things how everybody is doing, but it just didn't work for me. I think I was quite confident of myself, and I had a mind of my own. I liked the fact that my father had a lot of expectations from my brother, and I probably wanted to be that person who he could be proud of, and who could be her own heroes. My parents gave me an easy option that if you are gonna go your way, so there's the highway, and you can probably expect no funds and no support. I think I left, I just refused to go to school, and I'm like, I can't do science. I don't want to be a doctor. And he's like, then what would you be? And I'm like, I don't know. So he's like, don't you think you should? I said, give me a year and I would find out. And he's like, I have no money to spend on these sort of hobbies of yours. And I'm like, sounds fair. I was nothing like I am today. I couldn't speak a word of English. And if you don't speak English, how would you expect to work in Hindi films? And like I said, my parents saw me as someone else. They saw me as someone who was a liability, but that didn't change my understanding of my abilities and myself. And when I came to Mumbai, they saw me as this village woman who had a weird accent and weirder appearance, I guess. But I didn't see myself like that. I thought of myself a lot more than just, I am a lot more than my appearance or my age or my color or my hair. And that is how I saw myself. And I had an option. Either I could have stayed in that comfortable life that my parents gave me, or the mentor turned into Trementor that he was offering me was also very comfortable. But I chose, I made that choice because I always chose my own freedom over a golden cage, no matter in what form it comes. It doesn't have to be an obvious villain. It can come in any form. So I always chose open sky, even if it comes by sleeping on the pavements, or it comes by living in sleeping foodless. But
were there nights you didn't have food?
Of course.
No khana, no food.
No, and those were the nights when I used to escape from my own house because of the person he had the duplicate key for my house, and I used to jump out of the window in what you call this place, Yari Road. I had an apartment and on the first floor, so I'd taken it on the first floor so that I could jump off the windows. So I decided to get into a hotel, but I couldn't check into anything because he would be there before me, assuming where I would go. So I would sleep on pavements. And I remember once I was in this Juhu area and outside Shatrughan Sinha's house, and the watchman is like, isn't that girl in that film with curly hair? And I'm like, oh my God, I'm homeless and people are now recognizing me. So what do I do? Hi, do you need an autograph? But can I have some food? So it was getting a bit difficult. I mean, then I went to cops and they took care of everything. But that was the part. But it's not that I did not have an option. If I succumb to the pressure that, I think many women succumb to, I have a simple philosophy. Number one, the one who can make you can break you. Okay, so the one who will make you, he'll make you, it'll be an exchange, it'll be a deal, a barter of some kind. So you will always be a puppet on strings. So, I mean, what's the point of having a journey? What's the point of leaving your father's house in the first place? If you want to be a puppet, then be a puppet in your father's or husband's hands, because these people are gonna maybe, sort of use you or get fed up of you in a year or two, and then there will be another story. And then where do you see yourself? So it's a superficial success that you get by succumbing to others' expectations from you. So it's very superficial. It looks very charming. It's an easy way. It looks very easy, but then it's not true success. And I did not have this clarity, but what I had was this desire to just break free. I'm like, you cannot keep me in these four walls.